So here are some comments about the Casablanca fan, and now Hunter owns them, so I don't think it's the same Casablanca that you may be familiar with. So this is the wall switch, and it's kind of hard to find information about this on the web, but what I really found interesting was this. This thing goes inside your wall, and it comes with the two batteries, and I think that's kind of weird because this is going to be mounted inside the wall, and as a homeowner, whenever those batteries go out, you're going to have to pull this out and change those batteries. That I think is pretty strange, and I don't know why they did that. The other thing I think is pretty strange is this green transceiver that sits up in there, and it doesn't sit perfectly because there's wires involved. And so I think that's fine. I don't think it's going to rattle or anything like that. But interesting that they wouldn't have like a better mounting procedure for a piece of plastic that's going up at the top of your ceiling fan. And that is how the wall switch will control this. There's also some cases like that for the remote control. And this is obvious. As you're putting on the brackets for your fan blade, you want to make sure that you see the side of blade that you like, because the other side can be a different color. So make sure that when you look up, that's how you want it to look before you put together 5 blades and you say, whoops, I didn't think about the color that I'm going to look at when I'm watching the fan spin around. And here's a different perspective of the wiring. I'm still doing it. But keep in mind, they give you this antenna wire, and that is for the remote control. Nothing will connect to that. Keep that in mind as you proceed. And a good friend of mine, John, R.I.P. John, Sam, wire nuts, always make sure they're tight. That means like your wires cannot pull out. And no matter what happens, the wire nuts will hold both wires that go into it, or more wires, but you can't pull them out. You want to give them a little tug and make sure they are secure, because you do not want any arcing. So tight, tight, tight connections. And hanging a ceiling fan is probably one thing you're probably going to be on a ladder by yourself. Somebody can't really always help you. So whenever you put your brackets in place, do 1 screw first, because you have to do 2 screws, so do 1, but only do it about maybe 30 or 40% of the way, and that way you can line up the second hole, and then you kind of alternate between the two to tighten them up. And that's with anything, you always kind of alternate. You don't put down a lot of force on one, because you'll be out of alignment on the other. So you kind of alternate back and forth. And whenever you do this, keep in mind the position of the holes. The brackets do line up perfectly, and you want your last bracket obviously to look like mine, where I have 2 holes. I installed a ceiling fan a long time ago and didn't pay attention to the pattern. I was off a little bit. So go slow and look at it before you start work. Lots of tips. I mean, if you're a ceiling pro, you don't need this, but average homeowner, you might like this. And there's nothing wrong with being efficient, but if your installer wants to use a power drill or a battery operated drill on that, tell them no. These need to be hand tightened. I've seen people that have high-speed drills, and they basically strip these out with their tool. Most people don't have torque adjusters, so the problem happens. So you want to say, hey, installer, use hand tightening with the screwdriver, because otherwise you can have these stripped out. That's with the entire fan installation. You don't need a power drill to put it together. The tips just keep on coming. So whenever you connect up the this little wiring assembly, notice how it matches up. So you don't have any opportunity to make a mistake. And then these, it's kind of interesting, have a little rubber bumper. So that's definitely what you want to have resting, so you don't hear any clatter or chatter. Okay, so this helped. I guess it sometimes they give you little visual clues, like the little dot, and there's the dot, and there's the 2 screws. So that helps, because you do get a lot of screws with the Casablanca and Hunter ceiling fans. And one more thing, they do give you a bag, so you will have a bag left over with extra parts. And that's so that if you're on a ladder and you drop one and you don't want to spend 6 hours looking for it, look in your little bag there. So don't be alarmed if you have a leftover bag. How about another video that tells you some tips on installing a ceiling fan? Yeah, the instructions can be great and your experience can be great, but if you got a few tips that help, you might save an hour. So watch my video, give me a thumbs up if you like it. And the most valuable tip that I can give you, cover this up with a protective film or tape or something, a sack. It's so easy to lose a screw into here when you're tightening up the canopy. I spent more time trying to put the screw in the canopy, and I lost 2 screws in here. Luckily, nothing's jammed up.